Over those 40 years, how have you noticed the reefs change?
Dramatically bad. Since the 40 years when I got here in 1982 to 2022, we lost 80% of the corals of Cozumel. 80%. That's staggering. Because now the only thing you see is 1/5 of what I saw. And I'm sorry. This is my legacy, unfortunately, not because I wanted to, that's why I want to change it. But all this legacy, all this destruction is being done by the people that they have been lucrating from the reef and not giving nothing back. It's amazing that in Cozumel, we don't even have a school of marine biology. And everybody lives off the reef, And the problem is that now, because everything is more important, it is to have the money, then we got to the point where it doesn't matter how much coral dies as long as money is here. And the problem is that is not going to change the reality of the people of Cozumel. Because at the end of the day, the people of Cozumel, they make $12 a day. That's the minimum wage in Mexico. And the ones that they make all the money are the owners of all the places. And they sell this little salary. So these guys, they're not even worried about if the reef dies or not. They are more worried about if they're going to survive or not. So we have to change all that. We have to change it. The dive masters, they have to be more aware that if they lose this, it's going to be forever. And the people that they are, the tour operators, they have to be more accessible to maintain the reef that is feeding them, because every time they just think how many divers I moved today, how much I spent in my boats, how much I did this and that. It's a business, but nobody says how much coral did we broke today, or how much have we damaged that reef, or nothing, And if we don't change that, then the future is not going to be good.
How has the cruise ship industry contributed to that decay?
The cruise ship industry has changed my life in the sense that I was a diver, a happy diver living in Cozumel up until '94, and when they built that pier, in that moment we were marching in the streets saying, don't build a pier there. And they told me, but you're just a veterinarian, you don't know anything about corals. And that's when I said, I'll be back. And that's when I decided to go to the United States and study there to become a marine biologist and come back and say, now I know. Now what are you going to do about it? And unfortunately, things haven't changed. They think the same way. But now we are that flare of hope that we're putting in the water by making the people be more appreciative of the corals and what easy it is for us to maintain them alive, And we spend a lot of money to go to the reef and blow bubbles over there, but nobody spends some time to say, thank you, reef, let me go and clean a little bit and see that you are better for the next time I come.
Yeah. So you mentioned marching in the streets to protest the pier. What's the history behind that?
Well, the history is that they built a pier.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. Now you want to know more? Here, exactly where you were diving today, they want to build another pier on top of the corals that you were cleaning today.
Yeah.
And now this pier is going to be 800 yards long, and it's going to be for 7 cruise ships. And all the corals that you saw, they may not be here anymore. Because now the tourism of the cruise ship is so much important that it doesn't matter if all the reefs die. And the people that they come on the ship, if they see 2 fish on top of a rock covered with algae, but the water is clear, they say, oh my God, I am in the Caribbean. They don't even know how much damage has been done. Here, you saw fish, but you just saw 20 of the 375 species of fish that were supposed to be found. Because everything else has been destroyed, because in the moment that you break the coral, you break the whole chain. So that's why even that little tiny thing, that little polyp is so important that without it, you won't have whales, you won't have seals, you won't have anything. And that's one of the things. And yeah, I'm saying seals because we had seals in Cozumel up until 1937. They were killed. All the monk seals of the Caribbean, they were exterminated that year. They used them for whatever. But we had, if you go to Chinchorro Reef, there is a place that is called the Cayo Lobos, that it means wolf, sea wolves. So that's the thing. We're changing right now. now all this, and they are saying that it is for the best of the economy, but they are killing the goose of the golden eggs, and nobody knows what they have, but they don't have it anymore. And that's what is going to happen if we don't do what we're doing now. So there is hope, yes, but it depends on us. That people can understand the importance of the conservation of our natural resources. Because if we don't do it, it's going to be the demise of our own humanity. Because we depend on all the natural resources of the only planet that we know that sustains life. And it's the only planet that we're relentlessly destroying.
Yeah.
So what is going to be the future is going to depend on the people. But if they don't put the batteries on, they're going to lose the only place that they know that can sustain life. And then the Earth will die, let's put it that way, but it has died 5 times because we have gone through 5 extinctions in the history of the planet. We will be part of the 6th extinction. But guess what? 1 million years after we are no humans in the planet, the Earth is going to flourish and come back like so beautiful, like it was before.